With the help of the Almighty, I pray to the Almighty to bestow upon me His truth, His wisdom, that I may be worthy of conveying His message to this distinguished gathering. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. My name is Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss. I'm a spokesperson for Neturei Karta International, Jews United Against Zionism. I've been invited to speak, to deliver a message to this benefit dinner for the Global March to Jerusalem that is taking place in Ottawa, Canada. I cannot speak live. I would love to be together with you at this dinner, but it is a Friday evening, and we cannot speak live on a microphone on Saturday, which starts Friday evening. So this is a recording, a pre-recorded message. The message is a message of the Torah. It is a message of Judaism. I am not giving my own message, my own ideology, or my own feelings, but rather a statement that is the view of Torah, of Judaism, and of the Jewish people around the world, from Canada, from the U.S., Palestine, and around the world, who are true to Judaism. This view is a view that invariably we will find a very religious community will find that this is the view shared by us all. We support and we ask everybody to support this global march to Jerusalem. The reason being that the concept of the occupation of Jerusalem, the occupation of Palestine, is totally contrary to the will of the Almighty. And it is not because it is, if you oppose Judaism, you share this view, but if you are a Jew, then you would support the state of Israel. On the contrary, because we are religious Jews, because we are true to the Torah, we oppose the existence of the state and the occupation. The reason, as I'm stating, and I plead to God that I should be able to explain this in a few words, and I'm asking everybody to please look at our site, www.nkusa.org, to understand it in depth, and you can look at the links. The reason we oppose it is because Judaism and Zionism is two diametric opposites, two contradictory issues. Judaism is subservience to the Almighty. Judaism is one thing and one thing only. It is a covenant that Jews made with God to uphold His Torah. Zionism is a transformation to a base nationalism. Zionism takes God basically out of the equation. It wants a strong army, an Olympic team, a piece of land. That is not what Judaism is. It is not what the Jews upheld and gave their lives for throughout the generations. What we did give our lives for is to uphold our subservience to God, our covenant with God of the Torah. The Torah was followed by Jews who are true to the Torah throughout the world and throughout all the time since it was given to us. Zionism was created around 130 years ago by Jews who totally estranged themselves from the Torah. The rabbis opposed Zionism from the day it started, as we have a book called The Rabbis Speak Out, 130 years record of religious Jewish opposition to Zionism. In its ideology, it is contradictory to the Torah, and in its actions, in its creation of the state, which is the realization of the ideology of Zionism, it breaches all the laws of the Torah, because in creating this state, the Torah that God gave us states that you're not to kill, you're not to steal, you're not to oppress a people. Zionism, in creating the state, has stolen a land from a people. Their homes has caused an endless river of bloodshed, suffering of the Palestinian people. This is all in opposition to what it means, the covenant of the Torah, to accept godly rule, to be a Jew. Therefore, Jewish people have always opposed it. Invariably, we will go around the world. The truly religious Jewish communities or you come to, I'll give an example, you go to Jerusalem, Meah Shearim, you come to New York, you go right across from Manhattan, it's called Williamsburg, Brooklyn, it's right across from Manhattan, you cross the Williamsburg Bridge, on the right side you'll see the Jewish community, you won't find one Israeli flag. We all oppose this Zionism, the State of Israel. When the State of Israel was created, it breached all the laws of the Torah, the issues of stealing, of killing, and so forth. Also, ironically, even if it would have not affected any Palestinian people, the whole concept of creating a state is a rebellion against God, because God warned us when there was the destruction of the temple. We were put under oath by God, 3 oaths. 1, not to return en masse to the land of Israel. Secondly, not to rebel against any nation. We have to be loyal citizens in the country we're residing. Thirdly, not to make an attempt to end exile. We wait for when God will, with his compassion, make a miracle, metaphysical change, where all humanity will recognize God. Then we will go up and return. But the concept of a state of Israel, of this occupation, is totally antithetical to Judaism and forbidden according to the Torah. Therefore, as a Jew, we stand up and tell the world, do not accept this occupation. It's not what people would call, it's against human rights. We say it's against God. We want the world to know this. If you stand up and oppose the state, the occupation, you're not anti-Semitic. On the contrary, Zionism is the root cause of this endless river of bloodshed, of the exacerbation of anti-Semitism. Jews have been living in Muslim lands, in Arab lands for hundreds of years in harmony. There was no human rights groups or United Nations to protect us. So the concept to say that there's an ingrained hate from the Muslims to the Jews is abhorrent. And it is not necessary to have a state to protect us from these people. On the contrary, Jews have fled to Muslim countries as a safe haven, and we will provide with exemplary hospitality by the Muslim countries. History attests to that. Therefore, as a Jewish people, it is obligatory on us, and we stand up and we plead for the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza, the people of Jerusalem. We say to the world, please bring a speedy and total and peaceful dismantlement of the state, as you see on our sign, a speedy and peaceful dismantlement of the state of Israel. We plead to the world, stand up. You're not anti-Semitic if you're standing and opposing Zionism and the occupation. Stand up and firstly pray to the Almighty, who is just and compassionate, that he should bring a speedy, without any more suffering or bloodshed, a total end of this occupation, an end of the not only of Jerusalem, of Palestine, and stand up and support this global march to Jerusalem, which is to make an awareness, to awaken the world, and especially the leaders of the world, that they should bring a total end of this occupation, hopefully speedily and peacefully. We ourselves, with God's help, are going to have the delegations of rabbis who, myself included, with God's help, to go to Palestine, we will be going to Lebanon, to Jordan, and we will have our colleagues who are in Palestine who will be demonstrating in Palestine with the global march to Jerusalem. We've gone to Sabra Shaltil, we've gone to Gaza, delegations of rabbis, and expressed our solidarity, our sympathy for the people. We brought medical aid to show our sympathy. We were embraced by the leaders of Palestine. We apolitical from all the Palestinian leadership, and in Gaza by the leadership there, and they've all expressed that they have nothing against Judaism and nothing against the Jewish people. This is simply a ploy of Zionism to look that it should appear as a religious conflict. The world should know that it has nothing to do with the occupation, has nothing to do with a religious conflict. Zionism is against God, it's against the Jewish religion. Our identity has been hijacked, our symbols. Let the world know that we as a Jewish people, because we are Jewish, we oppose the occupation, and we plead to the world, let us stand together and support a free Jerusalem, a free Quds, a free Palestine, so we can once again join together, Jews, Muslims, Christians, Arabs and Jews, and serve God in harmony. And let us ultimately pray for the day where God will reveal His glory, where all humanity will serve Him in joy. and harmony. Amen. Thank you very much. Again, support this global march to Jerusalem, and let us hopefully will come together next time to celebrate a free Palestine, a free Jerusalem. Thank you.